Hello everyone, so welcome to this new video. In this video, we want to discuss about how to use media placeholder and media upload components in our Gutenberg blog. And you can see I have created a simple blogs using the WordPress create blog package. And you can see I have the simple card blog. I have given the name of this blog is simple card. So if I go to this plugins, I will see I have a simple plugins called the simple cut. It is nothing else. It is the initial or default blog and plugin setup, nothing else. So you can see it is the simple static text, but instead of using a static text, we will make it dynamic. So what will be here in our simple cut plugins, blog. So we will use a heading, a description, and an image. So we have three components. One is the heading, and another is a description, and media, that's mean an image. So if I open my editor and you can see this is the basic setup, and this is the basic simple cut place. This is nothing else. It is a very simple setup. And if we go to the blog.json, you can see this is our blog's information. So instead of using this categories, I want to use the text category text so that it appears at the top of this category. I simply run npm start. I go to this browser and try to refresh the page. And if I check out, I will see our blog is under this text category. So it is our blog. Now, first, we have to declare three attributes. One is for the title, and is for the description, and another is for our image. So let us go to this blog.json and create a new object. It is called attributes. So attributes is an object. So inside this attribute object, we have to declare all of our attributes. So first, our attribute is our heading. So we have to say the type of this heading. So for the type of the heading is our string. It is a string type. We can pass a default value or not. By default, I want to keep it blank. So let us declare another one that calls our description. It is false string type, and by default it doesn't have any default value. And third one is image. So image be an object because image has multiple values like id, url, alt text, and caption, and sizes, and so on. So we want to only take three information right now. One is the url, and another is alt text and id. So image in object. So type is object. By default, we can keep it blank, or we can pass some default value. For example, default URL is blank. So, and ID, all the text, and finally ID is also blank. So here are our all attributes. First one is a heading, second is description, and image. So heading is a string, description is a string, and image is an object. So we have to go to our edit.js, and inside this edit.js, we know that edit function accepts a props, and inside this props, we can distract attributes and set attributes from here. And inside the attributes, we have all of these attributes: heading, description, and image. We'll get it from attributes. Okay. So instead of using the paragraph text, we want to make it div. And right now, instead of using a static text, we want to make it dynamic based on our attributes value. So first is our heading. So it will be a rich text. So We can search for the restricts component. And restricts component is imported from blog editor package. So we have to import it first. And you can see this is a blog editor package. Just import it here. Okay, remove this unnecessary or comments to make it clean. Okay. So we have imported our restricts component, and you can see this is the basic structure of the restricts. First one is the tag name. By default, we want to make it S2, or we can also create a new attribute to change the tag name. We can also do that and give a class name, for example, heading, sorry, and then the value. Value will be our heading. And on this function will give you a value, and we want to change the value of the attribute. Let us pass a placeholder text, like it can be type, or we can write heading. Okay, so our heading is successfully added. If we run our server and go to our browser and refresh, we see this is our heading, and right now we can type something in the heading field and it will work fine. If we save this one and refresh to see, yes, it is working perfectly. So now we have to add another field for our description. So similarly, we can copy this heuristics, and instead of h2 tag, we can use heading, paragraph text for our description. So our class name is description, the value is a description. Similarly, after the attributes from description, we can pass a placeholder called description. Okay. Now, most important part is the MS. So we want to use a media placeholder here. So if you search in Google for this media placeholder, media placeholder component in Gutenberg, then you will see there is a GitHub link. And you can see we have to import this from the blog editor package. And the basic use case of this media placeholder is here, like this one. That's mean it has a function that is called onSelect, and another props is allow types. Will it be multiple or not? And there are some level options like title and instruction. If you see all of these props, you will see it accepts some props like accept, add to query, allow types, class name, and so other options. So let us try to add this one in our editor. So we can call it a media placeholder. So import it from the blog editor. That's fine. So instead of using multiple closing, just we want to use a simple closing tag. So first parameter, I may say first prop is onSelect. It is a function. So it accepts a value. That's mean we'll get a value. And if we try to console log the value, for example, I console log the value. Okay, I'll have this title. Yes. Multiple is false. Oh, sorry, we don't need to pass the comma. Okay, so if we do this and try to understand that what is happening here when we select a media, now I want to refresh. Okay, and you can see this is our placeholder and this is the title. By default, it has two options. One is upload and another is media library. So let us try to upload from media library. For example, I want to use this one. And if I select, there is nothing happen here. But if I inspect and try to see the console, we see we're getting an object. And inside this object, we're getting all of the information related to the image, like all the text, author links, and caption, date, ID, the URL of the image, and size is also available here. But we need only the three information right now, all the text, ID, and URL of this image, right? So you can simply set attribute or images here. Set attributes, image, and instead of directly add the whole object, we want to only take three values. One is our image URL. I mean image URL. URL is value dot URL. Alt text is value dot alt text, and ID is the value dot ID. And we can change the label. For example, upload. um, Now, if I go to your browser and try to refresh to see the sentence, what will happen here? Now again, upload, like for example, this image, and you can see there is nothing here. But if you save to just to see the changes, and you can see still nothing happened. So, but if we just simply console log the image, image attribute, now we'll see all of the data are available in our attribute. For example, like URL, ID, and alt text. So we can pass an information here or condition here. For example, we will check if we have image, and if we have the image URL, then we will uh, make it visible. I mean, we'll use our image tag so that our image can be visible here. If we don't have any image, then we have to pass our placeholder so that user can add media, I mean the image for media library, or upload it from computer. So since we have the image, so it will show an image here instead of this media placeholder right now. If we refresh and try to see, yes, now it is loading properly. But if we take the block again, like simple card, because initially it doesn't have any image, so it is showing the media placeholder. But if we upload, for example, let us upload this one, and you can see the media placeholder is replaced by the image. So we are expecting something like this one, right? Thank you. Now go to our sender.json. So we want to take the same things here. So here inside the sub function, we'll get another props, and inside this props, we'll get our attributes and preludes, this prop. And inside this attributes, we'll get heading, description, and image. So instead of the paragraph, we want to make it div. Inside this, instead of using a static content, we want to use dynamic content here. So these are our content. Just simply copy all of this from our edit function and go to the save. Right now, we don't need to use any placeholder, right, at the front end. So we'll just check if we have image and image URL. Then simply print the image. And restricts is the same thing. We can also pass a condition that we have a heading or not. So we'll search a heading. If we have a heading, then we will print the heading here. So if you want to use, print the restricts, we have to pass that content at the sub function. And here you don't need to use any one change or placeholder. Similarly, we can do the same things for our description. Let us description. And now copy this description code here, and something we have to make it content for the front end. And you don't need to use placeholder and onSense function. Okay. Now it is totally fine, but we have to again import this from the block editor. Type the heuristics. Okay, now everything is fine. And if we refresh, we'll get a recovery because we have changed the set function. Simply recover, and you can see this is our title. We can call heading as here and type a description. Here is simple description. And if we refresh, I mean this set and see the front end, now you can see image, heading, and description. All are working fine. Now there is no option to edit the image, right? So let us try to add a image editing option at the toolbar, block toolbar. So if you want to do this, we have to use block controls, right? So block controls. This is our block controls. This control is also imported from the block editor. So simply import this from the block editor. Okay. Inside this block control, we know that we have some toolbar group and toolbar button. So we can create a new toolbar group. And inside this toolbar group, we want to create a toolbar button. Toolbar button. Toolbar button has some options, for example, a title, edit image, an icon we can use, and we can add one click. When we click, what will happen? For example, we want to make it console-like. Okay, that's fine. But we can see there is an error from the PTTR because JSX only allow one parent. But right now we have two parents. So let us wrap with a fragment. Now it is fine. We have to import this component from components. Let us add inputs. Toolbar button and toolbar group from the WordPress component package. So you can see that we have imported our components. Now if we go to our browser and try to see our changes, and you can see we have an icon. Right now, if we click on this button, so we can see now it is working fine. But we have to make it editable for this image. So we can do this. We have to use another component that is called media upload. Media upload. Similarly, if you search on the Google for this media upload, you will get the same things like this media upload. And if you go here, I will see its markup. And you can see this is the markup for the media upload. It is also imported from this block editor. So copy this one. And now paste here. It also have a similar onSelect function as a proof. So it will be something, save. It is exactly this something. Okay, just I want to copy and paste. Our allow type is image, and media ID. This media ID is our image ID. Okay, and when it will render, I mean it accept another props called render. This is a function. Then it will open our media library. Uh, so instead of this button, we want to use this toolbar button. And when we click on this button, we will just accept this open. It will be exactly same as this. I mean, we have to use open. So it is okay for here. And now let us import this from the media, sorry, a blog editor, media folder. Now, if we go to our browser to see the changes, so this is our browser, and now we can see this is our edit. And if we click, it is opening our media library. And you can pick another single icon, another image. For example, I want to use this one. Select, and image is changed successfully. Again, if you save, see at the front end, you can see image is changed. But there is simple improvement. For example, at the first time, simple cut, we can see still our edit image icon is visible. We are not expecting something like this because it will be visible only when our media, I mean this image is added. If you want to do this, we have to pass a condition here. For example, for URL, only then this media, I mean this block control will be loaded here. Otherwise, it will not load it. Now, if we refresh, we see our toolbar is not visible. But if we add an image, for example, like this, now this edit image is visible. So I have you understood how to use the media placeholder and media library, sorry, media upload for your Gutenberg book. If you have any questions, you can let me know. I will try my best to help you. Thank you.